Hello everybody and welcome to the Ozzimon Library. Of course, I'm your host, the Librarian, and today we're going to be diving back into the Ozzimon series. This is my own creation, my own summoner genre, monster tamer series, if you will, and in the last couple of videos we've been exploring the main elements within the Ozzimon, the attributes, the typings, however you want to label it. I have now got for you today 3 of the lightning type Ozzimon. Yes, actual 3. Instead of just giving you 1 of each, I thought, why not play around, mix it up a bit. So let's dive in with the very first 3 lightning attributed Ozzimon. Lightning is actually one of my favourite elements to play around with. I adore characters like Azula from Avatar The Last Airbender, Sasuke Uchiha from Naruto. One of my favourite Pokemon ever is Raichu, and one of my favourite games is Infamous because of the lightning element. It's so goddamn fun to play around with, and in this particular video I'm going to be showcasing 3 Ozzimon that are under the lightning type itself. So let's dive in with our very first one. Our first Ozzimon is going to be an Ozzimon called DJ Sonus, and DJ Sonus is a Ozzimon who actually manipulates sound, but bear with me, DJ Sonus is actually basically just a walking speaker. His actual body itself kind of feels like silicone-esque, kind of think of Echo Echo from Ben 10. You know how Echo Echo is described to be literally walking sound? It's exactly the same here. He's green and squishy, but with a gigantic speaker on his head. If he wishes to, he can unleash devastating sound blasts. If you're caught in the sound blast, he can actually trigger an electromagnetic wave through his sound frequency, causing electrical attacks whilst doing it. There's a dial on his chest that if he ramps it up, the sound frequency gets bigger or more high-pitched, depending on which way he wants to go. If he ever hits that red margin on that dial, he can deliver some outlandish, devastating sound blasts and cause a massive amount of electrical current damage. DJ Sonus gets his name, 1, because of the word DJ. See, all of his sounds and the music that he produces is, well, the sort of music that you'd find with a DJ. And Sonus is actually the Latin word for sound. You'll find a lot of Latin words in my Ozzimon names. I know we haven't seen any just yet, but you'll definitely find some. I love the Latin language. It's really good language to turn simple words into names. DJ Sonus is going to be quite a large Digimon. I mean, his head is literally a speaker, so he's going to be quite big. But here we go with DJ Sonus. I really like the way that I designed this guy. He's kind of adorable-esque. He looks kind of squishy because he is, and he's got this gigantic speaker on his head. It's quite fun, and I really like this guy's design. Now let's dive into our second one. This lightning elemental is going to be basically a lump of rock, or a lump of clay if you will. He's going to be darker coloured because of the scorch markings on him, and he's literally going to be containing the pure element of lightning within himself, which escapes his body like kind of sporadically around his torso, his arms and his legs, and his eyes and his mouth light up because of the pure lightning power that is buried within inside. He also wears a pair of headphones because I wanted him to have a unique attribute to his sort of design. This character is called Monstrum Static. Monstrum Static isn't actually that big when it comes to size. He'd be no bigger than roughly a 7-year-old, 8-year-old-esque sort of. He's basically child size, but that does not mean he can't withstand brutal attacks, but also deliver fantastic electrical strikes. This Ozzimon can actually call upon lightning storms and rip lightning out of the sky. He can charge his fists, or his little claws shall I say, with lightning attacks, and of course he can do the usual lightning blasts, lightning bolts, that sort of stuff. He's basically made out of clay, so he wouldn't be able to withstand like massive impactful attacks, like, you know, withstand massive impacts from like a really large weapon or something, but he can definitely take a lot of elemental damage. So this is Monstrum Static. Now, fun thing about the 2 Ozzimon that I just delivered to you. Now, this particular video, there's a reason why I'm showing off 3 different Ozzimon. instead of just your usual 1 to obviously represent the lightning attribute, because we haven't covered this yet. It's because I want to show off 2 unique ideas within the Ozzimon. There's something that Digimon has done several times that I like the idea of, but I do want to make it a bit different. In Digimon, they are very happy to take a Digimon design, completely recolor it, and give it a completely different name, and that is a completely different Digimon to the original design, the original color, and the original name. They are 2 different Digimon completely. I want to do pretty much the same idea for the Ozzimon, but I will be adding little tidbits and little attribute differences with each design. DJ Sonus is one of these Ozzimon, and so is Monstrum Static. They both have multiple different versions of themselves, but they are all individually different Ozzimon. There are other Sonuses. DJ Sonus is our lightning attributed one, and Monstrum Static is also the lightning elemental one. But there'll be other Monstrums and other Sonuses that will be kind of different in their design with different elemental abilities. And you definitely don't want to be putting the Monstrums all together because something happens there, but that's for a different video. Now with that explained, do look out for more Sonuses and more Monstrums later down the line. Our last Ozzimon also has a unique feature and will also play a part. This feature will also play a part later down the line too, but let's talk about it. This Ozzimon's actually a living weapon. It's a soul trapped within a weapon, and whoever does summon this Ozzimon can wield the weapon itself. I actually got this idea from Future Card Buddy Fight. It's a really good anime if no one's seen it before, but basically they can summon weapons and join in on their own card battles, and I thought that was a really cool idea, and I wanted to do exactly the same thing. But there's also something else I wanted to do. I want to include mythology in this. Mythology is completely, not copyrighted by anything. Anyone can use mythology. Marvel's obviously taken some mythology, so has DC. Even things like Persona have gods within their personas and stuff like that. So I really want to do the same thing. But I don't just want to turn a god and straight turn it into an Ozzimon. I may do that at some point, but I didn't want to do it here. So instead I decided to make a very well-known mythological weapon and turn it into a living, breathing weapon. It doesn't have any physical attributes to make you think it's alive. It doesn't have a face, it doesn't have a torso or arms or anything, but it does have a soul within and can communicate with its wielder. I'm turning Mjolnir into an Ozzimon. The design is going to be wooden handle with a stone kind of like brick. I wanted to represent different versions of Mjolnir we've had throughout different types of storylines. And then of course I'm adding these golden aspects, golden rings around the handle and the bottom of the handle. The actual stone brick-esque, the actual hammer part itself will have golden elements as well with this real nice insignia on it. It's going to be cracked, which symbolizes the lightning it can manifest. The wielder of this Ozzimon can of course have the powers of Thor. They can fly temporarily, they obviously have, they're stronger, their hits will obviously deal bigger blows, but they can also manipulate lightning, which it won't hurt them if they're wielding Mjolnir. Mjolnir will also come flying back to the wielder if ever thrown. This is my Mjolnir Ozzimon. It is a living creature. There's a spirit, a soul within this weapon, and whoever wields it can communicate with Ozzimon. It has brutal attacks, and like I said, it can deal heavy blows and summon lightning from it, and will come calling back to you if you ever throw it. So basically, just like Mjolnir. But it's a living, breathing weapon, and that is a part of the second sort of attribute-esque type, gimmick, shall I say, they're gimmicks, the gimmick I want to throw into the Ozzimon. There are going to be other weapons within the Ozzimon franchise that people can summon and wield. All the weapons will have unique spirits and souls within them, and they can communicate with the souls, and each weapon can give the user different unique powers. I absolutely adore weapons. It's one of my favorite things to draw, and also I like really fun anime-esque weapons. Things like Agachi Kuta and Agami ga Kill, things like that where the weapons are unique and fun and entertaining and different. I really want to do that with the Ozzimon too. And like I said, the Ozzimon is a love letter to fiction itself, so that is definitely a part of it. So, do let me know what you guys think of the 3 lightning attributed Ozzimon that I showcased today, and our 2 gimmicks that we're throwing in the mix too. Ozzimon that are basically look-alikes, but they are different Ozzimon, kind of taking that from Digimon, and actual weapons with living souls in them, kind of taking the gimmick of, you know, having the person actually join in on the fight. Yeah, I think this is going to get really entertaining. Definitely look out for more Monstrums and more Sonuses. They'll be dropping in other videos. And of course, look out for more weapons. Let me know what you guys think of the Ozzimon shown so far. With this video, we're now up to 8 Ozzimon. And that's absolutely awesome. And we've still got some attributes or typings left to showcase as well. So definitely make sure that you subscribe to the channel for more Ozzimon videos. Thank you so much for the love that I've been having on the videos recently. If you ever want to see me draw live, check out the Tiger Entertainment Network on TikTok. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new or if passionate, everybody. I do love you all, and I shall see you guys next time.